We're on the move.
We're just leaving Butcham Mill.
Yep.
Great Butcham, and we're heading on the agenda is
Reedham Ferry. So here we are then, there's the ferry. Where do we go, Hal?
Not sure, must be round the corner. Yeah, look.
Oh, okay.
That's the same.
Ferry's just going across the river there. This looks like us.
It's a little tight.
There's a little on the tight side, but we're okay. We're okay. So far, is that the board?
Yeah, it must be.
There's a car behind us. I don't think it is the board, is it?
What's the only board I can see?
That's the board there.
Ah, right. Let me put that down. I'll see where we are.
Starbuck, can you see? Yeah, 13 again.
Oh, look there.
Pitch 13. How do we know where pitch 13 is?
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, let's have a look at the numbers.
I can't see any numbers.
1 and 2.
3.
Eh?
1 and 2 is 3. That's 20 odd over there. That's 20 odd. That's 27.
We must be in the next bit, are we?
Probably. So folks, if you haven't worked it out yet, we are now at Reedham Ferry. First time here. Been here lots of times with a car and just for a little run out. And this is our pitch. Pitch 13. Last pitch we were on at the mill was also pitch 13. But we have Sunshine today, a little bit of a breeze, the wind is blowing, and the river is just the other side of that bank. So I'm just going to go for a little walk, check the area out. And the Reedham Ferry is, well, there's a ferry across the river. Takes you from kind of the Great Yarmouth side of the river over to more sort of south Loddon and the Norwich side, and the river is the River Yare. So there's an old chain ferry that's been operating here for donkeys, but there's also the Ferry Inn, the pub, which is the main reason why most people come here, to be fair. Right, so I've just checked in with the landlord here, and if we want to have a meal tonight, we don't need to book in advance. It's a little bit quieter now this time of year. Just rock up, he said, and we'll sort you out. So that's pretty good. I want to go and have a little wander up here because I'm trying to check out whether there's a footpath along the river that takes us to the village or not, because that would be a nice walk. Helen's got a bit of a dodgy leg at the moment. I think it was climbing the windmill that did it for her. And any excuse not to walk and Bella will be there. But got a feeling this could be the footpath. Here comes another nice boat. There's over 100 miles of Broadland waters to navigate with your boat if you fancy either coming down for a holiday on the Broads, or you're thinking of getting a boat yourself. You know, and the maximum speed I think is about 6 miles an hour these days, so you know, you can take as long as you want to explore the Broads. And apart from the wildlife and the fishing, which is all, you know, very interesting, there's also the history of the area, all the lovely pubs and churches and bigger Broads that you can go to. It's fabulous, really. So that's made a nice place, isn't it? It looks like those grounds in front of the river are the moorings that belong to the mill, but there's a public footpath that runs straight across it, so interesting. Glorious day, bit of heat in the sun. It's about 20-21 degrees at the moment. So if you're thinking of coming here with your caravan, the only thing I would say is the last 4 or 5 miles really from Acle off the A47 are a bit windy, folks. A bit slow, not particularly narrow, you'll have seen on the journey in, but just a bit slow. We'll have a look around the facilities shortly, but first impressions here are pretty good. I was a bit sceptical coming here, I'll be honest, so I know the area. And I thought we're going to be a little bit out of the way with the caravan, and it is a little bit out of the way. But sometimes that's just brilliant. That's how we want it, isn't it? There's our pitch there, pitch 13. And it couldn't be much closer to the toilets, really, could it? Ladies. Actually, look really good. Shaver points in here, look. Shower cubicles, 3 good sized cubicles, nice big shower heads as well. The infamous push button that we all love. A one-handed shower, right? Right. And a couple of toilet cubicles there. Yeah, I think there's toilets go actually on the side that's out in the 6. It's pretty good. Well, another full moon last night and another high tide this morning. And the tide actually still coming in. So you can see that we've gone over. Interesting. We're going to walk that way, are we, Hal?
Yeah.
Come on then, let's do it. And Bella's got her walking paws on. She's about as keen to go for a walk
Oi, where are you going? Come on.
as I was to climb that mill the other day. Come on, miss, let's go. So what we can show you down here is a little view from the riverbank of our campsite down there. I just wish I could have seen the river because I do like to watch the boats. But what a beautiful day. Last day of September. Belle, come on. Is she heading back, is she? That's where we're pictured over there. Some cows in the distance, but they're lying down. The lying cows. Anyway, over here, the bit I was telling you about, the non-electric camping section. So if you do an off-grid, obviously you pay less. We're paying £22 a night to stay here, which is actually pretty good value, I think. That's including electric hookup. Toilets and showers, yeah, not bad overall. Got the push button showers, but when you push the button it does stay on for a long time, so that's quite good. And the nice thing about it is it's very quiet out here. Big Norfolk skies. There was actually a little bit of a ground frost last night, wasn't there, Hel?
It was cool, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. We even popped the heating on in the caravan, I think, for the first time this year. So that says a little something. I'm not sure how far this goes, but probably just follows the riverbank all the way to Cantley, I would think.
They live across the water, don't they?
Yeah, a little cottage over there, got a few boats moored outside it. Looks nice. So Reedham Ferry Touring Park. Little map here of the area. We're here. And down to the village here. Looks like it might be a couple of miles or thereabouts. Couple of nice old motorbikes. Just been talking to the chaps that own these. They've gone to try and book up for next year, and I think having a pint while they're at it. So I'm sure they won't be drinking and driving. Anyway, nice Triumph here. Look, what is it? Right, all you motorbike experts, what sort of Triumph is that? I've got a Norton over here, but is this a Norton? Really not sure what this is. Very old though, very nice too. Right, I don't know what these are over here. Let's have a little nose. Could be a service point for the motorhomes maybe. Okay, we've got a little wash up area going on. Very outdoor, but lights have come on automatic. Hot and cold water. And a lot of washing machines here as well. Okay. Rustic. Some like it that way. These toilets are no longer in use. Oh, okay. They used to be toilets. Rubbish disposal and chemical point over here. Right, good to know that, because I wondered where it was. So here it is. Okay. Like I say, a bit rustic. But if it works and does the job. The tide is high, but I'm moving on. Look at this, look. The water's over. The tide is so high. It's turned though, it's just starting to go back out again now. The ferry was closed, but you can see how high this boat is here compared with the bank. Now, the danger here is, as the tide drops, you can already see that this boat is on the ledge. And as the tide drops, that is going to be in trouble. Look how tight the rope is on that as well. Can you see the bottom of the boat, Hel?
Yeah, is that like a little pathway?
So what you've got here is the...
oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so, but that is now over the top of the ledge, can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
So when the tide drops, that's going to be balanced on the concrete. So that's not good. Anyway, should we go for a little walk?
Yeah.
Welcome to Reedham Village, folks, here in Norfolk. What we got going on? Is that a little cafe?
Cafe.
Yeah, nice.
I think they've got places in Norwich.
I really don't know. Lindsay's Bakery. I don't know. Canals by the river. That's quite nice looking, isn't it? Little coffee bar, little coffee shop. But I'm interested in the boat, so I'm going down here for a sec. The Lord Nelson, we almost considered taking over that pub once. Let me show you the problem here. It's just on the edge now, look. But this boat is already in trouble. And there's the problem down there. It's got to be pushed off there. This one looks alright, called Champagne Rain. Alright, Helen? Yeah. We'll be in a spot above that boat.
Yeah, you can see from the bank, look.
Yeah, it's sort of already
tipped.
It's already leaning to one side, isn't it? That's a nice one, isn't it? Champagne Rain.
Yeah. Just let me see some. Dave actually wants to buy a boat. We had one already. We didn't have it long because we couldn't use it all year round, could we, like the caravan?
Well, and it was working full time. It was a bit, you know, we didn't have the time to use it, did we?
He's not as keen in the caravan as I am.
I am. I love the caravan. I think it'd be nice to have a blend of caravan and boat where we could do weekends on the boat, weekdays on the caravan. Forget the house, don't need it.
Ah.
You like boats, I know you do.
I do, but I don't know if I'd buy one because we didn't get enough use out of it.
Because we couldn't. Like that one there? That's a nice boat, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that'd be a nice price tag as well, I
Yeah,
guess.
you pick that up for about 50, 60,000.
Oh, pocket money.
Yeah.
This is a lovely public.
Yes, I was just saying that we used to have a pub, didn't we? And when we were looking to get a pub, which we eventually got in Norwich, we did come have a little look at this one. It was available.
Do you want to put that cash?
I don't think I've got to take Apple Pay, so I've left my wallet. Like a fool. See, that's the way to do it. No engines on. No engines.
See you in a bit.
No money. Oh, I thought he was waving to us. I was waving. I thought he was waving at me.
Oh no, you can move away.
So that's why I wanted to get a sailing boat, really. It doesn't cost anything, that. It's free, that,
Just
isn't
have
it?
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of everything, please.
Yeah. or you can have one of these.
Tiddly-poo.
Tiddly poo. Beautiful.
We were humming that the
Oh, were you?
earlier on.
Right, so we're live.
Showing
Do you want to
our
go on the
age.
camera then? Should we say
Showing
hello?
our age.
We'll get you in the next video if you want.
No, no,
No, you don't fancy it. Got a couple of ciabattas on the go. The prawn is very nice. How's yours, Al?
It's not bad actually. It's cheese and pickle.
Mmm.
Mhm.
Very good. Nice boat coming up here. We've had a long conversation about boats and we're not getting more. Sorry, we had a long conversation about boats and Helen's not getting one.
Is that not a little bit like what we had?
That's very similar to what we had actually. We had a maximum 200-300, similar size to that. Probably about 27, 30 feet, no 27 feet I reckon.
Right behind you.
But might be 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Go back up and that one.
So I'm just taking a little walk down. The weather's changing. It's just a few spots of rain which we could do without. So I'm just going to take a little walk down to the railway bridge and show you the ship pub. One thing you'll notice on this side of the Broads, we call this the south side, which is the side that runs up from Great Yarmouth to Norwich. The boats are often bigger here, and the reason for that is there are very few bridges, and those that are, a bit like the railway bridge there, are swing bridges. When you get to Alton Broad and then into Lowestoft itself, you've got a lock to get through to get to the sea. Or if you go the Yarmouth route, you've then got a couple of drawbridges, I suppose you might call them. So you tend to get the bigger boats on this side. If you go onto the north side, which is the side where Wroxham, Horning, Potterheim is, very low bridges, so tend to be smaller boats. These are very nice. So you've got two pubs down here, the Nelson and then the ship. And then back where we are, you've got the Reedham Ferry Inn. This is a nice place, like got a thatched cottage here with its own private parking, with its own mooring. Look, got a garden there. Now this is really a good pub. Got some public toilets over here. They've got a nice beer garden here as well, and they do some live music and stuff. And someone's smoking a pipe that's got clam tobacco in it. I recognise that smell anywhere. So here's another broom boat. This is a 450. And generally speaking, that implies it's 45 foot long. But this is what I want to see, the swing bridge. Remember in a previous video we showed you a swing bridge when we were staying down at St Olives? This would be a similar age to the last one, which I think was about 120 years old or something. And someone's just said the bridges are remaining open because there's a rail strike, so all the bridges are open, which is good. Follow the river that way and you'll end up at St Olives. Two ways to go. You can go down what they call the New Cut, which is as straight as the Acle Strait, and Yeah, it's probably going to take you best part of an hour, I think, to get to St Olives. Or you can hang left just after that crane and head towards Great Yarmouth, past the Burnley Arms. So there's the pub garden. Not big, but it's very quaint. Got some good sized fenders on here, look. Got a nice tender on the back as well with an outboard on it. Well, it's a wonderful evening. The sun's about to set over the Norfolk Broads. The Reedham Ferry Inn, folks. It's got a bit of character about it, Hel.
Oh, that's quite
What did you just say? What does it remind you of?
something like the American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
When them two boys walked into the pub, but that was on the moors, wasn't it?
Oh, that was on the moors, yeah. And when they walked in, everyone stopped what they were doing and turned around and looked at them.
What have you got to drink?
Well, I didn't get any ghost ship in here, so I've gone for a Adnams Icebreaker Pale Ale. Thought I'd give it a whirl. Nice. Look at the roof.
It's supposed to be high tide again, isn't it? So
Yeah, high tide.
it might come down and have a
About 10ish. It was overlapping earlier, wasn't it? On last high tide. There's a boat moored up outside, so that'll be interesting to see.
quite a big boat as well.
Yeah. What have you got there, Hel? A Scottish water, a Highland Spring by the
I
way.
thought it was very nice.
Here we go. We're strolling back from the pub. We've only had one beer.